Today I fucked up by showing my assistant a few subreddits. My assistant and I were talking this morning about Reddit. I asked if he's seen a few different subs. So, I pull up Am I the Asshole and a few other subs. Here I am working on my important reports that are due yesterday, not browsing Reddit, and all I can hear is my assistant laughing his ass off. He keeps saying you/chartsos you got to come read this now. He says this over and over. So, I tell him I'll be out of my office in a few minutes after I finish my report. Again, I was not on Reddit. I go out to his desk and I see him on Today I Fucked Up, and he had me read a story about a guy looking at his GF's pictures and him finding some pics of a pen 15 that is bigger than a Coke can. I read it and I will be honest. It was a great post that had me LOLing for a while. And 10 minutes later the same thing happens. You/chartsos you got to come read this one. It's been 3 hours and I don't think he has gotten any work done. He just wants me to keep coming over to read Today I Fucked Up post. I must say that this day will go down in the books for laziest day at work ever. Too long didn't read. I showed my assistant Today I Fucked Up and that's all he did all day long was read it. To me too. So, as I upvote your comment, I'm looking at my assistant to see if you are him. I mean, you're the manager. Get that ass in check. I can see it now. Get off Reddit and get back to work. Then he comes into my office and I'm replying to people in Reddit. I'm new to Reddit and I relate to that. Just got the app and I've been spending around 2 hours at work reading and upvoting posts. You/your assistant lol. Great way to tell him indirectly to go back to work. Today I fucked up by coming on my face in front of my mom. It happened a few hours ago now and I can't get out of my room. I hear her walking around outside my room right now, probably doing chores, but she's obviously trying to be quiet. As a boy in a relatively small house, I learned how to do my business very quietly. I do this really carefully. I listen if anyone is nearing my room or close even, and act accordingly. I don't have a lock on my door, but my respectful sisters always lock loudly and wait like 10 seconds before entering. My mom, on the other hand, after being told repeatedly to knock and wait for my approval, does this dumb knocking thing where she just pounds the doors and enters mere moments later. To avoid her, I do my business when she's out or at night. I woke up extra early and extra horny, so I thought I'd rub one out before I start my day. This one was really intense and good, TBH, and I felt ready to come. I felt it was going to be a big one. Just as I was about to come, my mom entered the room while I had my hands on my dick watching porn in silence. I threw my phone on the side, yelled at her to get out, and then proceeded to dump the load over my angry and disappointed face in front of her. She just stood there, watching, and I tried yelling again but there was some cum on my lips so I stuttered and didn't speak clearly. She walked out slowly while looking at me at my lowest. What do I do, boys? I can't deal with this right now, I have so much going on. Too long didn't read. I accidentally dumped a big load on my face just as my mom bashed into my room. And she just stood there looking at me still with dick in hand and cum on face. Look on the bright side, she'll probably never ever barge into your room without waiting for you to say it's okay to enter. But yeah, it's going to be an awkward couple of weeks. At least it wasn't on her face. I don't think she would talk to anyone about it, but everyone's different. Either way, since you're both old enough for a mature conversation, you can confront her about it, apologize she had to see that, ask if she's alright, remind her to knock and wait next time. Obviously you can't ignore each other forever, but a little space for the time being might help. Absolutely talk about it. Staying quiet will make you cringe for the following 30 years every time you shower or let your thoughts slip. Trust me, been there. You sound a little salty, taste a little salty, lol. My parents did this. Knock once and then just barge in. It's rude as fuck. My house, my rules. Yeah, but it's my tossing bedroom. Just be polite and knock. It's such a pet peeve of mine. Set up a sting on your parents. Do your business when you know they're about to knock in a few moments. Make sure you got a boner with /_no / clothes on and porn playing on your TV/monitor/phone, whichever screen is largest. Today I fucked up skinny dipping in a swimming hole with turtles, NSFW. Early this morning my partner and I, went skinny dipping in a local swimming hole. It's a special occasion. The weather was delightful. I've been there a few times. The place is quiet and reasonably private for the time of day. I'm a little skittish about snakes in rivers but never gave turtles much thought. Fish don't bother me, either. As we swam I saw a turtle head or two popping out of the water. They were far enough in the distance. I told my partner, who got a little nervous. After soaking for a while, we decided to head out for coffee and breakfast. As we started swimming toward the place on the rocks where we stashed our backpacks, something bit the very tip of my penis and yanked. The pitch of my scream was high. My partner lost their shit. For a moment I thought it had been a violent fish, but the bruise on my glands tell a different story. It's a clear bite mark, one I would rather not have. And yes, gentlemen, it hurts. Still, the guys are nice and antibiotic creme. We did the typical Google search, what happens if a turtle bites your pecker? There are answers out there, and folks who actually do that kind of stuff. Seems as if I'm alright. The skin wasn't broken or pierced, just something like a turtle hickey surrounding my meatus. One I could have done without. So, the special occasion may not be as special as I had hoped. Out of commission for a while. Thanks for your sympathy. Too long didn't read. To a turtle a pecker in the river looks like bait. I found out there's much easier ways to catch them. Hey, thanks for the tip. Just be glad it was a curious turtle and not a kangaroo lol. Fuck, the toothpick fish. Not in our waters. Used to catch a lot of turtles using hot dogs for bait. Just a very average guy here. Hot wouldn't be a fit. Laughing my ass off. Be grateful it wasn't a snapping turtle, those buggers can take fingers off. Was thinking the exact same thing as I'm imagining the situation and turtling in a different way. Snapper turtles in lakes are a scary reality. As a turtle owner who was bit in the finger once, I can't even imagine how it must have hurt for you. I like to feed my by hand sometimes and once made the mistake of holding a smaller piece of food. One of them is shitty at aiming and often misses the food he tries to eat. Well, he missed again and bit my index finger. That shit hurts as they have a pretty strong jaw. My finger was swollen, hurt for days, and I had some popped blood vessels. You are so lucky that the turtle apparently didn't think of you as food, otherwise the outcome would have been much worse. They can be pretty brutal with their prey.